thing that came to me through my higher self and my spirit said, talked about the now. Because most of us don't live in the now. And I can give you good examples. You could be right here, right now, and if you're thinking something and what I'm listening to, what I'm saying, then you're out. If you're calculating in your head how to go somewhere or where you want to be, if that's the person you want to be, you're not in the now. Be with me. Be with all of us. The now the moment is the most important thing, and I really do feel that in this opportunity that we're coming together, that we can look at one another and see only the soul. Look past the faces. Look past everything. Look past and see what you are, and who you are is your soul. That's all you are, is great light, beautiful, brilliant light. And I was blessed because I see it. When I had my near-death experience, I came back fully opened, not backwards. And when Michelle was talking about the 6 ways, I hit every one of those probably in less than 6 months. I got to meet God. I got to meet myself. I got to look at all the opportunities that I had missed. I looked at all the connections. I was telling Dr. Sugar that when I was, this was my 4th near-death experience. My first one was when I was born in 1951, a pound and 7 ounces. That was my mother's 7th miscarriage. And I remember I had a friend who I played with all my life who was blind. And Earl and I had a great relationship. And one day I realized in a meditation, Earl gave up his sight for me. Because he was born 3 months before I was. And I looked at him and I said, you gave your sight up for me? And he didn't understand what I was talking about. He's very happy about being unsighted. He said he's got more investment in the unsighted than he has the sighted, and he was much rarer than we were. But that's when I saw the connections, that every one of us are connected here. That's why your soul was called here. That's why I put out on the Facebook, if you hear the call, come. How many times we talk ourselves out of something that we know inside is so deep, and we need to be there, but something says, oh no, you can't. You don't have the money. That's not possible. Anything is possible with the soul. Anything. I never thought in 1,000 years that I'd ever be in the West. I always wanted to come here, but I never thought I'd ever be here. I've never been to Arizona, New Mexico in my life until this time. So I thank everyone for allowing me to be here, for allowing me just to look at on your beautiful faces and your souls and experience that, because that's all it's about for me. I want to see us become the greatest healing opportunity. Let's heal the world. But first of all, let's heal the universe. Let's go out there. I'm out there pretty much all the time. So I want everyone who's a healer. And I was just talking to this young lady, and I said, don't doubt yourself. That's what it's all about, is trying to doubt. Doubt is going to be with us all our lives, because we're human. But we are soulful humans. And I was telling everybody, I said, you're a soul having a human experience. So whatever you choose, make sure you choose it well. Because it will make sure it's going to choose whatever it chooses for you there. Because if you don't make the choice, it will. I'm very fortunate because I see it, feel it, hear it. And I can look in the bodies and I can see it. But I had a wonderful experience this morning with David. And if anybody ever wants to meet David, go down and meet David. David had to help me this morning because a great healer, I thought that I was, but I needed the healers to heal me. So I thank you all, because I know that Michelle put that out on Facebook and said, Jenny's sick. And I was. So I had to lay down and humble myself and get out of myself so I could be healed by you. And I know that went out, and I want to thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for healing me. Thank you, David, for being there this morning, because I looked at him this morning and I had been sick. I looked much better than what I looked like. If you saw me yesterday, you would say, there's no way she's going to get up. So thank you for all of your prayers. Thank you for coming to this event. And it was only 3 weeks ago, and you heard the call. And I think if you really listened on the Facebook, I said, if you hear the call, come. Don't ignore the call anymore. The call is more important than it's ever been. you're going to hear it in volumes. If it says go there, and you're supposed to go to the there, go there. Because if you don't follow that, then who are you going to follow? What is that going to mean? I was desperate when I had my heart attack. And I was desperate. I was type A personality. I had been a master teacher, and I could do it all, you all. But I wasn't doing anything but just existing, not living. I didn't even know what living was until 17 years ago when I had that heart attack. And I thank God every day for that heart attack. And you know, when I tell people about what I went through, they go, oh, I'm so sorry. I said, don't be sorry. Be grateful. I'm very grateful for every experience because each experience made me richer. And it gets richer and richer and richer each time you get involved in all of this. What's so nice is that everybody's under the same roof here. Some people are not doing one thing, we're all doing it all together. And it doesn't matter how you do it, just do it. The Nike little stuff, do it. Don't be afraid of doing it, just do it. Be honest with yourself. It's honesty. I have been lying to myself for over 35 years about who I was and what I was doing. I had an image. Well, my image is gone. I have no makeup. I have not the big outfits because I used to wear nice, expensive outfits. And I remember one day I had a personal assistant. I used to have all of that, and I had the traveling entourage. And I finally said, enough. I want it simple. I don't want it hard. So I simplified my life. I went from a 5,000 square foot house into a 900 square foot house. And you want to see the furniture was up to the roof. I had to figure out, my mother had died, and I had to figure out. And I remember she came to me one night and she said, it's stuff. It's just stuff. Find out what it means to you and pick what you want to remember me with. And I did. I cleared out house. I cleared out my family. My children didn't even want to see me because they're still lost. But you know what? They'll be found by one of you healers because they won't hear me, but they'll hear one of you. So this is really a selfish act. I want you out there healing my family as much as I'm going to heal yours and each other. So I want you to really know who you are and experience the experience because it's the experience. That's what it's all about. It's the experience. And when people have never had that experience, it's real hard to talk about it. So what I want you to do is I want you to feel it. Again, we're going to go down. And this time I want you to take all your energy down into your body. But then I want you to start expanding the energy, covering this entire hospital. So on the count of 3, I want you to go down. 1. Get yourself really seated, comfortable. Because I used to meditate 19 hours a day. I want you to really experience us and the universe and the goodness that's around you. 2,